he caught this on camera.
Nothing around there.
The weirdness continues. What the hell?
See terrain to maneuver in. And anywho, I sat there for a minute and I was just thinking, okay, do I go ahead with the fire? And I was like, I'm not scared right now, but I'm also thinking maybe I'm too close to the stream. That's gonna attract animals coming to get a drink. All that said, I decided...
Oh, they've moved. They moved over to the pillow. Oh my god.
That was the tail.
People always find peace in forests, as they are closer to nature. Have you ever wondered what would happen if you went camping and it turned into your worst nightmare? What made people scared of camping? Why do people record themselves as being terrified of camping? Well, this video is going to reveal it all. On December 20th, 2021, just before Thanksgiving, Phil set out for a peaceful overnight hike on the Appalachian Trail in Virginia. The woods were cold, the air was silent, and he looked forward to a quiet night under the stars. But as he walked deeper into the trail, things started to feel wrong. Something that was about to turn into his worst nightmare.
Hi, Phil here from Hike Slam. Today I'm gonna hike into the woods a little bit here in Virginia and do an overnight. It's the day before Thanksgiving. It's supposed to be cold tonight, but I'm looking forward to it. This is gonna be a lot of fun. Last time I was on this section of trail, it was September, so leaves were on the trees. It was warm. Right now it's really nice. It's probably low 50s, but it'll be colder tonight, so I'll have a fire, have some food, set up my tent, and we'll see what we find. So I'm gonna get going here and find the camp spot and see if anybody's...
He found pieces of trash scattered along the path, empty beer cans, a broken bat, and strange writings. One piece of garbage had a message written across it. The hangman is coming down from the gallows. At first, he laughed it off, but something about it disturbed him.
So the hike's been awesome so far. I mean, I've only been out for about half hour. River behind me, really pretty day. As I was walking up, I saw some trash in the trail, and I came across this. So some Bud Light cans, plastic bat, some writing on some of this garbage. This one. Hangman is coming down from the gallows. Song lyrics. Other weird things. Oh, hopefully I don't get murdered out here. That would totally ruin my day. Well, let's keep going.
As the sun began to set, he stumbled upon a dead duck with its neck twisted. There was a note pinned to it, the ink fresh, the words chilling. Who has just left this duck in between nowhere? Why would someone do that?
The weirdness continues. What the hell? And there's a dead duck here. A very long note. And it looks like it was just put here because it's not wet. That duck is fairly recently killed. Alright. Kind of creepy.
The woods, once still, were now becoming suffocating. As he walked toward the river, he saw smoke rising from a small fire. A mysterious man camped by the water, sat silently on a rock, watching the flames. His heart was racing while explaining all this. Other hikers had warned him about this man, leaving cryptic notes and dead animals.
Okay, well that was really weird. So as I was hiking toward the shelter, still considering what I was going to do for the night, these two women were hiking in the opposite direction. They had a little dog with them. They asked if I had seen the guy who was leaving the notes. I said he has a campsite down by the river because I could hear the fire going. I could see where his tarp was set up. He was actually just sitting on a rock down there. They were shocked I was still considering camping out there, but I decided that I didn't really feel like it, and plus they said that they were kind of freaked out and asked if I would go with them and walk past his campsite so they could get back to their car. So I did, and then when I got back to my truck, I went over to the other side of the road, drove up like a Forest Service road, and I'm actually on the Appalachian Trail, just going the opposite direction. So instead of going instead of going south, now I'm going north, but I'm just gonna find the closest camp spot to where I'm at because the sun is going down, and set up camp and yeah, settle in for the night. All right, let's get going.
Also, two women, visibly shaken, asked him if he had seen the man, their voices trembling with fear. They begged him to walk with them past the campsite, terrified of what might happen if they went alone. Deciding it wasn't safe to camp there, he found another spot deeper in the woods, hoping for a peaceful night. But the eerie feeling followed him.
You know what the deal is, it should be right around the corner. All right, there's the sign for the shelter. And you can see it. You can see it down there, right through the trees. Doesn't look like anyone's there. I'm gonna go down and check it out. All right, approaching the shelter here. There's definitely nobody here. I think there's a knit cap there. Pretty clean. Shelter log. Pretty cool fire area there. It's set up kind of like a fireplace angled toward the shelter for heat, which is pretty neat. I'll have a fire in there in a little bit. All right, let's see. I can hear water flowing down here.
Everything was fine, till some point. Phil was trying his best to not freak out. That night, as he sat by the fire at a different shelter, the horror wasn't over yet. He found the same disturbing handwriting in the logbook.
What a crazy day. Oh my gosh. So I had the one campsite in mind, the Mats Creek shelter, and based on the crazy notes I saw and the dead animals and I don't know, running into those women on the trail who were scared. I'm glad I made the decision not to camp down there because I would have just been freaked out the whole time. This is only about 2 miles from that other campsite, but it's on the other side of the road. Still on the Appalachian Trail, but far enough away that I feel safe, which is good. Fire's throwing off a good amount of heat right now. It's a nice feeling to have dinner done, dishes done, tent set up with a sleeping bag in it, fire going. So I'm gonna celebrate a little bit of a hobo blanket here, a little whiskey.
Messages filled with Bible verses, strange ramblings and chilling warnings. His skin shivered with fear. Every crack of a branch, every whisper of wind outside his tent made his heart race. And then, in the dead of night, he heard footsteps. Someone, or something, was at the shelter.
Collected wood for others. See Charlie Daniels' Simple Man lyrics, which I used in 2013 Facebook post, and note the rope I found with the silicone sealant can 2 miles south of that. I left it on a stump. In 2018, while I was incarcerated at the Okaloosa County Jail. What the heck? In solitary confinement, I figured the following out. Refer to Isaiah 28:15 through 9. Here in early 2017, Trump, Nebo allowed Obama to have the special use of the Air Force One for a trip to Palm Springs. This is the same ramblings from the guy that was on the other side of the river. That's kind of scary. Kind of weird. Those women down there said they were going to call the police on the guy. I know it's really hard to read in this light. Sorry about that. Let me move that there. Wow, this is weird. It's just like it goes in one direction, then immediately goes in a completely different direction. And there's just so much of it.
He didn't wait to see who it was. Grabbing his gear, he fled into the night. The feeling of being watched scared him. As he hiked back to his truck, he kept looking over his shoulder, terrified that the light from the stranger's headlamp would appear behind him, following him out of the woods. One line stood out. The dead do walk and talk. The same handwriting as the garbage.
What the hell is going on here? I'm in the shelter. I'm packing up my stuff to go into my tent, and they have these things that they put in shelters a lot to hang your food bag from, so like mice can't get to it. Look at this one. What do you know? Same handwriting as the one in the book, and that garbage on the trail from that same dude. So it says, watch out for yeet mouse. The dead do walk and talk. Like, what the hell is going on? Alright, I'm going to go into my tent now. So I'm in my tent now. Fire's been put out. All my gear's in here. I'm a little on edge. So at first I had to convince myself it wasn't what I thought I heard, but it definitely was somebody down there. So I didn't even wait to see or go down to see who it was, see if it was like a bunch of teenage girls or something. I don't know. I was just like, I am getting out of here. So I packed up all my stuff, and I packed it up very quickly. I don't think I left anything behind, and I just walked past. As I walked past, I did look. It did look like a single guy hanging out in the shelter. He had a headlamp on. All I could really see was the light from the headlamp, so I could have been wrong. But man, it was yeah. So I don't know. I just got out of there, and like that's the thing. It's like it was probably a guy who was out like me, like out and wants to just go camping or spend a night out. Beautiful night. But I wasn't gonna hang around. I don't know. I guess
Who would creep out the hikers and campers who were just there to enjoy nature? Were those all notes written by the guy, or was it something else? I guess we will never find out, because Phil decided to leave before morning as well. This was one of the most horrifying encounters a camper could have. This is going to be one of his worst nightmares. He might not be able to camp alone again. With that being said, let's move on to our second encounter. On August 12th, 2024, this man with a YouTube named The Hoggett Project decided to travel into the Washington mountains ready for a peaceful night under the stars. The campsite was perfect, with soft ground and the woods were calm and peaceful.
And I'm thinking of going up to the top there, having a look. If that doesn't work, back in here looks like it's flattening out. Made it to the top. It's a nice creek that comes through here, and you can have a look-see all the way down the pipeline. So this is a nice little level spot here to pitch a tent, and there's some trees to hang a tarp, and we're just going to kind of explore the area, see what else is around here.
As it got dark, strange sounds started coming. He heard branches breaking and heavy steps coming from different places around him. He had shivers running down his spine, but he tried to ignore it, thinking it was just animals.
That way, cannot see a thing. And I don't think I was recording earlier, but something made a heavy sound over there. Could have just been some old rotted logs settling. But up that way, a couple miles, there is a camp, but I don't think anybody's hiking this way back down. Anywho, I've heard that the red lamp keeps the bugs away. I don't know if that was me or something over there.
Sitting by the fire, the noises got louder and closer. He shined his flashlight towards the creek, but whatever was making those sounds stayed hidden. His heart was racing, and the silence became scary. Then he saw something move near the water. At first, he thought it was a raccoon, but when he turned, he froze in fear.
Definitely something over there.
Documenting my experience and why I'm leaving is basically, it was all set up, it was getting dark, I had just gathered all the firewood. I had run back to the vehicle to grab my Carhartt jacket. Right about that time, as I sit down, I hear some noise, and I thought that my keys have hit the chair a certain way. And as I'm thinking about it, I'm about to go about my business, then I hear behind me where the creek is, about only 50 feet. I hear a couple more loud crunches, and that's when I stand up and I just shine the forest. Of course the noises stopped, and I'm guessing whoever it was, it found a good spot to lay low. I didn't see any eyes glowing back, didn't see any movement, other than I did see a bat, but definitely...
His fear came true. Standing by the creek was a tall figure dressed in camouflage, pretending to be like a statue. For 20 long seconds, they just stood there, not moving. His fear grew as he realized it wasn't an animal. It was a person watching him.
Terrain to maneuver in. And anywho, I sat there for a minute and I was just thinking, okay, do I go ahead with the fire? And I was like, I'm not scared right now, but I'm also thinking maybe I'm too close to the stream. That's going to attract animals coming to get a drink. All that said, I decided to pack up camp. I was like, I don't know if I'll have fun now than the other one out here, and it was really dark back in these woods. Getting all packed up, and once I get out to the road, I just take a quick look up towards where the creek is, and this is where it gets terrifying. And I thought I had pressed record, but it was not recording. But anywho, I've got my low beam on at this point. I think I see something small. Maybe it's like a raccoon or something right there by the water. And as I hit the high beam, this is when I see it. I see something standing there on the side of the road, pretending to be a statue. Whatever this was decided it was just gonna freeze, and then maybe I wouldn't think it was anything. But as I'm looking in that direction, I'm not even kidding, it looks like somebody dressed up in camo. And they've got their back slightly angled away, I'd say like at a 45 degree. They're standing there about 6 feet tall, looking like a human that I just caught that was probably sneaking up on me. That's all I can think. When I saw what it was, a human, and I kept the light on him for a good 20 solid seconds without saying anything. The fear just kind of washed over me because I'm thinking...
Quietly, he packed up and left, keeping an eye on the figure until he was safely gone. leaving the creepy mountain behind.
What's gonna happen? Call them out like, hey, what are you doing? And they're all camoed out. Maybe they'll just say, oh crap, he caught me, now I'm gonna shoot him. I mean, we're out in the middle of the woods. They say that people are the ones to fear. It's not the animals. That is what happened, and eventually after the 20 seconds, he didn't move, he just kept standing there. So I just pretended like, oh, maybe I didn't see you then. On my way out, periodically I'd turn back, check. Nope, didn't see him, he's gone. And that's that. Very, very strange, and I don't know what the plan was for me if I'd stayed there. It just seems kind of silly. I thought I found a good spot, but yeah, this place is kind of riddled with people. And I don't know what
The eerie feeling of him being watched was about to keep him awake all night long, so it was the best decision to leave. Were those ghosts or a human trying to scare him off? Well, he didn't come back to the same mountain again because this encounter was about to haunt him for a long time. Let's move on to our third encounter. On December 15th, 2009, this boy and his friends went camping at Golden Ears, expecting nothing more than a peaceful night under the stars. A fun camping adventure for all your friends sounds very entertaining, right? But things were about to take a horrifying turn.
Okay, I'm recording as of now.
Okay, first there's some beer cans that he was drinking.
But those are ours.
No, they're not.
Bud Light
I
Lime.
think they are.
The other one didn't look like ours.
You know, all of our videos are just going to look like a Blair Witch project. Guessing I'm the only one that's seen it.
I think it's seen.
Liz, this was not the way we took.
Did we go? Oh, we went through this like.
Liz, I don't want to do this.
No, we went through here. We went through the grove.
Wait, what's the underwear?
What?
The underwear.
We haven't reached it yet.
Okay. I didn't know if it was...
Wait, have we reached it yet?
Oh, no.
This is the fire, so we already passed the underwear.
Let's keep going.
Okay. So this is the fire that had the candle inside. Where there's the candle.
Let's give a shot of that, Nikki. Nikki? Fire that had the candle inside.
That's the candle.
Oh, I see the candle.
Yeah, see? It's one of those like tea light thing.
As they explored the beach, they stumbled upon strange, weird things. A candle burning inside a makeshift fire pit, a noose hanging from a nearby tree, and an old pillow left on a log. There's no reason why this thing should be placed here. But the scariest part was yet to come.
So we saw it, okay?
I'm sure you'll be able to. There it is. Okay, I got the candle. No one's gonna sneak up on us. We're in a dark, secluded area of the woods with only flashlights and beer. We're fine.
And no one knows where we are.
Yeah, we're fine.
We're not going to be very good at sneaking.
No, Craig and Colin know where we are.
Yeah, we told them.
We'll be fine.
We just walked.
Whoa! Wasn't expecting a cliff. Holy f***, the stream is going now.
And the water bottle.
Wait, wasn't this the string up there? The wacky string was up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's over there.
Yeah.
Oh, I never went over there.
Well, there's wacky string up there.
We should,
Okay, well, let's just go to the pillow and the noose.
you guys know I'm gonna go home.
Let's go.
Whoa. Homeless guy grabbed me for a second.
We're gonna put another random toilet paper.
No, come with us. You've got the light. You have to come with us.
No, go back
Grab
by
my arm.
yourself, Nikki. That's about 10 times scarier.
That's true. The person waiting alone never has a good time. They get their close-up and death scene.
And I'm not sure I can find all the clues myself.
You know how awesome that would be if he's actually there? Ow! Your nails have to go away right now. With the pillow on it. Did you guys find the pillow? The pillow's on the log up here. Right there, see?
Nikki, the sunglasses are gone. Okay, there they are. Okay, good. Oh,
There's-
that pillow.
There's the pillow, guys.
Okay. We came, we saw, we turned.
Oh, wait, the noose.
Wait, what about the whip?
The most chilling discovery was a gravesite that hadn't been there earlier in the day. A tombstone with an inscription, "The Final Gift," sent shivers down through this group of friends. It seemed someone's ashes had been scattered nearby.
What?
It's a small noose.
The smell of a noose. So,
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna eat the Oh, I have completely forgotten them.
we have Fruit Loops.
Really? You didn't eat them?
I didn't touch them because you called them before we bought them.
What is that?
Oh my god, what is
Is that a sign?
For Mom, 1929 to 1974. We love you.
you.
Oh my god, wait, I put another one. One final gift. Oh my god. Scatter me not
To release.
to release something. My ashes
My ashes to
to the
the
sky.
sky. Remember now those years
gone.
gone
That's
when
probably by when.
in the gifts I gave to you.
Remember now the happy times, something family ties we shared. Don't something my resting.
As the night deepened, an eerie sense of being watched crept over them. They heard branches snapping in the darkness, and every rustle made them jump. Voices were echoing in the forest, but no one was there.
You see? Okay. Hey, don't go too fast. You guys have the flashlights.
You guys are too up.
Well, you guys have the flashlights.
Still recording.
Yeah. I recorded all that crazy stuff. All you can really hear is voices. I think I heard something in the forest or
No,
something.
you did not.
It sounded like breaking branches.
You did hear nothing.
If I was alone right now, I'd probably be shitting myself. Just for the record.
I didn't see that before.
I don't know. And when I said I thought it was a sign, I was kidding. I meant it was just a piece of metal, and then you actually said there was a death date on it.
When we get to the site, when we hit the pillow box, and we'll discuss.
You're like screaming. Oh, that's our music. Don't run, but you have the flashlights, you guys.
You too, Tar.
I think this whole video has to go on Facebook.
Was this just an evil prank played by the boys on the girl just to scare them? Someone was out there, disturbed by their presence. They knew they shouldn't have touched the grave, and now, whatever had been laid to rest wasn't going to let them leave.
That's from 1974.
Hey, isn't that 15 years ago?
Yeah.
I don't know, I thought maybe that meant significantly to somebody, and that would freak them out.
Wait, we need to go like lean against the car and just discuss this.
We need to get in the city of our
Hey, do you think the squatter was really the dead guy? And the pillow's been there for 15 years?
Okay. Oh my god! Confessional! Oh my god! That wasn't a squatter! That was a ghost! Oh my god! Oh my god! We're gonna die. We were like in their sight! Oh my god! Oh my god! You were the one who was sitting in it! I didn't
You sat in their ashes.
I didn't know it was their ashes when I sat down. I just wanted to read.
Liz, turn around.
What?
Just gonna make sure there's no ash on you.
There's no ashes on me. It's 15 years old. They've all like blown away.
Liz, if there's a ghost, it never blows away.
No, they've moved. They moved over to the pillow. Oh my god.
And that was the tale.
The girls were definitely scared, but the mystery of the grave remains. With that being said, let's move on to our fourth scary camping encounter. On August 21st, 2024, he was repeatedly told not to go to the mountain. Locals said no one had ever come back alive from there.
Terrifying.
A massive thud hits the ground. I jumped up, unzipped it, put my torch on, and there's a rock on the floor that wasn't there when I went to bed.
The people begged him and warned him, but he didn't listen. He thought it was just another story to scare people away. Determined and stubborn, he packed his gear and went up to this cursed mountain, alone.
A man that told him this.
They went, you been camping in the woods? I said, yeah, I just did a little hammock camp. And he says, he went, you're brave. I said, why is that? And he went, people have died before, no one's lasted. I said, what do you mean? And he just laughed.
The atmosphere of the forest became eerie. No wind, no animals, just silence. He found a clearing to set up camp, but something felt wrong. The air was thick and a strange smell lingered. When he stepped closer to a large tree nearby, his heart stopped. There, on the rough bark, were dark, smudged handprints. They weren't normal. They were too big, too misshapen, and there were so many, like something had been clawing at the tree in panic.
When he caught this on camera.
Nothing around there.
The cold realization hit him. Those weren't from anyone alive. And now he wasn't sure if he would make it through the night. Were those handprints of some human or something paranormal? On the 3rd of February 2009, 3 young male adults, around 24 years old, went camping along the Amicalola River of North Georgia. They were never found, but a Sony Handycam was recovered from their scene of disappearance. It contained the evidence for investigation, and the footage was given to the families of these boys. After 1 year, the family of one boy decided to make this footage public in case anyone could recognize the boys.
We go head on up there to that Amicalola. They call it the Jugulbla River in Navajo, but there's no Navajos around here, and the Cherokees, they call it the Amicalola. So that's kind of the name that we go with around here, in these parts. Yep. Stick shift. So, I guess we're gonna go stop. We're gonna go, our poor ass, we got some change. We'll go buy some beer, a little bit of gas, cancer sticker 210, and, I don't know, we'll see you later. Well, we just got done paying with change, and you went to high school with that girl.
Yeah, I was like,
what?
I know you.
Yeah.
She's like, that's because we went to school together. And I was like,
These boys were seen laughing, enjoying every moment of the way to their destination. They didn't have the slightest idea that they won't be able to watch the sunrise again.
We're gonna have us a good time here.
crack another beer. Is that me I'm looking at when I look at that thing?
Yeah.
So what are we gonna do?
Who we could holler at?
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, we don't know what we're gonna do.
Dude, I'm about to drive around here and find some fucking where we can go. Where it doesn't have any fucking posted signs, where it's just off the beaten path. And
Oh, there is nowhere around here like that.
I just passed probably 12 different little cutaways on the way up here.
I mean, I'd rather get in trouble for camping somewhere not allowed to than camping somewhere not allowed to and trespassing. You get shot for trespassing.
We have a sign that says that first one.
These little spot right over here.
Is there?
Yeah. I don't know though, I kinda wanna hike a little further back though.
I brought some fire starter.
They seemed to be a bit worried about the darkness, but they started their trail.
That trail starts to head up that mountain, right up that way, so we can either set it here, hike up the mountain for a minute and see if we got anything worthwhile, huh?
That's it.
Oh, man, It's like 2 in the morning. We just found a campsite.
Everything that was in my pocket's gone. I just went like this. And then I scooted like this, and I didn't have a balance, and I just went. Bad. I didn't do that. Bad.
Is this sear in the bottom? Hey, is that sear in the front?
It's blue, yes sir.
Yes.
Yep. Alright, Greg.
They even lit the campfire, but it was the last time they recorded themselves.
This right here, my
What?
That's right. So light.
Last beer of the night.
Last beer of the night.
Last beer of the night.
Last
ladies.
beer of the night.
Here you go. Mine's already cracked. I've already taken sips out of it.
Guys, to a night filled with change.
Filled with unexpected adventures.
Filled with last minute decisions and not many regrets.
And last second pleasures.
Yeah.
This right here will be saved for our return.
To light it up, get us warm, bring us back in the zone.
Indeed.
Are we going somewhere?
We're going that way.
Start walking back.
How'd that fall apart? Let's walk that way.
It was now the time to walk again in the dark woods from where they might not be able to come back again.
You heard it. Let me hear that feeling.
About damn near every one of them.
About near every one of them. If going camping that one time was camping with the Dugans.
What is this?
What is this? Ow! That hurt. What the?
Let's head back to the homestead.
Homestead sounds good.
Smoke a bowl by the homestead.
White rabbits. They follow me everywhere I go. They are manita. Holy shit, that just freaked me out.
It just freaked my ass.
You see that dude? Hey!
It's not about you. Do you know your name?
Be quiet. He's finally over here and we're like, just be quiet.
I know, like, I enjoyed the song.
What? You serious?
A little bit. Engine.
I would see my idea. Ain't no way I'm not. The cops can sneak.
Yeah, like that's a fucking dude.
They were attacked by the wild dogs. They ran to save their lives, but somewhere in between they lost their camera. Were they eaten alive by those wild creatures? Or they died and got eaten by parasites? We will never know, but your ideas about hiking might be changed afterward. With that being said, let's move on to our last case. It was August 16th, 2009, when he and his cousin decided to go on a camping trip. They had heard about the story of Billy Williams, a boy who tragically died in the area years ago, falling off a cliff while riding his bicycle. Some said his ghost still haunted the place, but they didn't believe it. Until that day.
Day one at the campsite. Pretty cool. Cool. Fucking awesome. It's a big drop, huh, Jake? Yep. Damn. Alright, let's go. Alright. Let's go exploring. Let's go look for that Billy kid. Billy? See where Billy went down on his bicycle. Stay behind fence line, that's what Billy should have did, huh?
They were exploring the woods, making jokes about Billy. As they approached the cliff where Billy had fallen, they found the remains of an old rusty bike. its wheels twisted, frame shattered. A feeling of dread crept in, but they laughed it off, pretending to mock the boy's spirit.
Billy, what an idiot that kid was. Come on, get me on by the thing.
Be careful, man, you don't want to fall off that cliff like Billy did.
Get my shit all splattered up.
Look at that, man, that's a long drop. This cat got I bet.
Yeah, he did. He wasn't even in the water, he was on rocks.
On a bicycle.
On a bicycle.
1, 2.
Go.
Sit down, I'm tired. I've been walking through these woods all day.
I know.
Ooh. Man, we gotta start a fire soon. It's gonna be dark.
Back at camp.
That's when Billy's supposed to come out and play, at the dark time.
Really?
Yep.
We're back at camp. Take a break. Tired. That's it.
Dude, what's down there?
Oh, it's caution tape. I wonder what happened.
I bet you that's where Billy went down.
Let's go see if there's anything down there.
But then, a strange noise echoed through the trees. Their laughter died. They heard footsteps, heavy and slow, but saw no one. They were panicked as the sound grew louder and closer. Suddenly, a cold gust of wind rushed past them, and a voice whispered their names.
Alright.
God!
Hey, this is the old crime scene right here. I don't understand why the bike's still there, you see it?
Let me zoom.
Look at that cliff behind
Dang,
you, man. That's a long fall.
Dang. Dude, look at that.
I know, man. He got smashed up on the way down here.
Whole wheels off.
I wonder why it's still down here. You should have took that in for evidence, you would think. Or Billy gets pissed if we fuck with his bike, man. I got something for his ass.
Alright, this thing is not union again.
Fuck you, Billy!
Dildo.
Dildo's gonna be so pissed. Alright, stop it. Where you at, Billy? Billy? What the fuck was that?
Without thinking, they ran for their lives, stumbling through the dark forest, the cold air biting at their skin. But as they ran, something chased them, something unseen, something angry. The last thing he heard before they escaped was a loud crash.
Shit! Go, go, go!
Oh, watch out, watch out! Oh,
I just fell. God. What did you do? Oh, what the fuck was that?
who was that? Ah, what the f is that?
Oh no. Let's get the hell out of here. Let's go, let's go. Oh my god. That was Billy.
Billy!
Alright. Where's your flashlight? Can't see. What was that? Oh shit. Oh fuck.
They didn't stop running until they reached the safety of their tent, but even then, they knew Billy wasn't finished with them. These 6 terrifying camping encounters show how quickly a peaceful trip can turn into a living nightmare. From eerie footsteps in the woods to mysterious figures watching from the dark, the unknown wanders in those shadows of the wilderness. Whether it's the ghost of a long-lost boy or something far more sinister, these stories remind us that some places should be left alone. For those brave enough to venture into these haunted locations, the question remains, will you make it out alive? For more videos like this, make sure you hit the subscribe button and like this video. Comment below which case you find the most terrifying. Don't forget to press the bell icon for future notifications.